Kim, do you have any update on Janiyah Barker?
I don't.
Alyssa Latham, you had mentioned you didn't want her to stop that momentum that she'd been building. Obviously today she was huge, just the off-ball movement, getting those easy opportunities. What did you like about what she did?
Yeah, I liked that she was cutting for the ball. I liked that she was calling for the ball. I think she was great on the defensive end for us. A play that stands out is just her extra effort. She had 2 extra efforts on the other end. I don't think that she was out on the defensive rebound, and then she had the game-winning play of tipping the ball back into Janiyah on the offensive rebound. So, I mean, yeah, her scoring was great, but I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the offensive rebound opportunity and her just going. It wasn't her. She didn't benefit for it, but it helped our team win.
Kim, sorry, just to clarify with Janiyah, do you know what the injury was?
You guys probably know more than me.
Okay.
I went back to the huddle, continued coaching. I didn't even know what the call was, and so as soon as I get back into the locker room, we'll check.
And then Mia Paldo, how important was what she did? Even no assists, but no turnovers.
Yeah, I think that was big. I think she did a really good job down the stretch, and it's hard when you're out of the game for most of the game with foul trouble, and then to come back in and have that confidence. I love it. I love it when you have a point guard that you don't really have to worry about what's going to happen when the ball's in their hand. You can just kind of put them out there.
In the second half, there were a lot of stoppages of play with different reviews, the injury as well. You guys were able to kind of maintain control throughout the second half on the scoreboard for the most part. Just for both of you, I guess, how were you able to remain focused as those stoppages and reviews and injuries were taking place and kind of maintain control of this game in the second half?
Just being able to control what we can control. Despite what happened, whatever calls or stuff that didn't go our way, we have to control. We can continue to play hard, continue to bring energy, get on the boards, play good D. So that's it.
Kim, what did you think about what Talasia did today, and how big is it to have her in those late game situations hitting big shots like she was today?
Yeah, it's big. I think she was frustrated all game, and so for her to hit that shot down the stretch was big.
Alyssa, just for you, being able to kind of hit this momentum in SEC play, just how are you feeling, and what do you feel like has allowed you to continue to build on what you've done this season?
I'm feeling good, just continuing to do what I've been doing, pretty much stacking days in practice, being a leader on the court, off the court, continuing to bring energy and just be an energy giver. That's just what I do.
Obviously, Bama led by 10 at the midway point, and then they also took the lead, I think, with about 7 to go, and then it kind of seemed like you guys controlled it outside of those 2 points. What changed after that, about the midway through the first quarter, that allowed you guys to kind of run away with this one?
It really just looked like we settled in and started hitting shots. That's what I'm most proud of is a month and a half ago, we would have quit at the beginning of the game. And we would have melted and we would have been fighting, and we didn't blink. We still had tight huddles. We still had great body language, and that is so much maturity for this team. I'm really proud of that. But we just settled in, hit shots, and then the rest went our way.
Alyssa, what do you feel like the team learned in those first few minutes that really helped you guys put this one away in the end?
I feel like we learned that we have to continue to stick together no matter what happens throughout the game, whether we're up or down. We have to continue to understand the assignment and know what we're here to do.
Coach, close game in the fourth quarter, a lot like the NC State game. What do you think your team has learned since then?
I think we're more resilient. I think we know our roles better. I think our shot selection is better. But I think the biggest thing is what Alyssa said, is we're playing as a team. We have a sense of urgency, and we're not letting a few mistakes become a game's worth.
Alyssa, when Kim talks about maybe a month and a half ago, you guys wouldn't have been able to handle that start to the game. When do you feel like this season was a turning point maybe of when you could handle that type of adversity?
I'll probably say the turning point is probably our recent days of practice. Probably, I think we all just understood that we have to mature and grow up and actually play as a team in order to get far.
Alyssa, you guys had 15 assists tonight. They're all pretty spread out. Just feels like maybe the trust offensively is building. What are you kind of seeing from that point of, kind of gaining momentum and sharing the ball as a team and knowing where to put your teammates?
We can't win 1 against 5. We can't constantly play 1-on-1, so you have to play as a team. You can't win by yourself.
Alyssa, you've always kind of accepted this role of making plays that really don't show up in the stat sheet, like Coach mentioned with that play at the end of the game there. What's allowed you to accept this role, and how much pride do you take in those plays that don't show up in the stat sheet?
I wouldn't say I accept the role. I would just say that that's just something I've always done, and I've just continued to build off of it.
Alyssa, what do you feel like Talasia gave you guys today?
I feel like she brought really good energy. She had a good game. being able to attack the basket, draw two, kick out, stuff like that. So we really need Coop to keep that up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.